Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Really? Okay. You know what's going to happen. This is your fault. Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming to you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indcd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We are also made possible by sales of, that ain't happening, the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear. All part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to teaching the art to others. We are also made possible by sales of, Hates and Hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Hi. I had a whole planned bit of shenanigan, and then literally the moment before the drop, this one decides he needs love now. So he's getting love now, aren't you? Okay. My co-host Stuart really does help. I'm sitting here trying to give my semi-ominous ad for Hates and Hellfire. And what do? Do you purr loudly? Do not bite my nose. I know you love me, but that is not a cherry for you to bite. You cannot. Oh, don't be upset. Yeah. Okay. You love me again, huh? Can I put you down? Is that going to be a thing? No. I do need your help, but not for this one. I need your help for the next Nick Knows Nerf. I need your help for that blaster is your fault. I did not order it. You ordered it. The only reason I didn't get in trouble was she thought it was so funny because she saw it happen. Anyway. Hi, it's Monday, and there's no reason to be depressed about it. We're here to kick butt and take names for this week, and we're going to make it ours. Part of the poofiness, among other things going on, the hair tie I selected today decided that it was not up for the task of holding back my hair. And committed ritual. Oh, are you done now? Okay, cool. Ritual suicide exploded off the back of my head. So, in the process of trying to contain everything, I was visited by a cat. My head exploded. It is a typical Monday morning. Um, we do have a bit to talk about. I probably should get into. I do have a little bit of accountability. Um, I have been plugging a few more words into Simple Sword, not Simple Sword, into Hates and Hellfire 2. I did get a sale on Hates and Hellfire yesterday, so if you happen to be watching, thank you for that. The $2.76 I get out of that after Amazon takes its blood money is really appreciated at this time. I still have to sit down and speak with basically Amanda, Trelena, and Dawn. So I may have to wait. I don't know. Dawn might be here. I never look at the chats before I get going. About possibly, at least for a while, putting it semi on hiatus so that I can work on the Poor Swordmaster's Guide to Arms and Armory. Or, that was the working title, because I've had a few people request they want to do demos. They want to do demonstrations, and they want to make sure that their shields are right, and that sort of thing. So I'm all about safety. I'm all about applied tactics in, melee combat. Gotta love it. There's nothing like swinging sticks and ringing shields. But so that book may be more necessary than I intended it to be, or more requested, which is good, because I'm all about people learning Western martial arts and situational awareness, analyzing group movement, things like that, because who doesn't love that kind of thing? I did get to see a lovely video of changed fencers asking if the General Grievous style of combat really was effective. To test this theory, if you did not get to see the video, one person with, I believe, heavy sabers was being carried backpack-ish style by another person and fighting a guy who was fighting single, said, "Hello there." To which they responded, "General Kenobi." And they had 4 swords going hacka, hacka, hacka. I've never seen a vertical shield wall done that way before. I mean, I have seen a shield wall go vertical, because that's how I line them up with my fighters, where you put, unless otherwise noted, the smallest people with shields in front, and then the medium to tall people behind them, and then the good lord, relatives of Hagrid, behind them, so you all can engage at the same time. It makes for a lovely meat grinder. But never seen it quite so immobily. It was delightful. And my first thought was, Obi-Wan did eventually settle the situation rightly. And he did not even need to throw his pommel. But it's been an interesting run. I have to get things in order, and it's proven difficult, but for practices, because I want to start them in the next couple weeks. If the weather decides to be at all friendly towards that concept, I would like to see them start in the next couple weeks. That being said, oh my, I want to start practices in the next couple weeks. So Maddie's been working her derriere off while sending me out to do things. I don't want to say I told you so on certain topics, but somewhere around 6 to 8 years, I may have mentioned having chickens might be a good idea. They don't take up that much space. especially if you can get them in small numbers. Because when you need the chickens, you probably won't be able to find them. So I was in lovely Watseka, Illinois, at Runnings, which is sort of like Tractor Supply Company, but a bit closer and currently cheaper on their chicken feed. So they're somewhere between Tractor Supply and the good old Farm and Fleet, for those of you who know. If you want to pay for Ariat stuff, you can find Ariat stuff on the shelves. If you want really good construction style gear, they have it all year long. Doesn't matter if it's a big old poofy winter jacket. They have it in their don't shine. They need to have a warning. Do not shine a flashlight within 3 aisles of this aisle because there's so much, retro reflective tape involved in that whole mess. I really need to get a spool of that for fashion reasons. But I went up there and they can't keep chickens in stock. It's almost like people realize that, hey, this pet poops breakfast. So, yay! Listen to your Nick. He's usually right. It may take him a while, but he's usually right. Like I said, I've done some writing. I am working on organizing for the Haints and Hellfire situation. I just need a time where I can just sit and write on it, probably late at night. Which, Nick, you had that last night. Yes, I did. I had the time frame, but I saw bobbling flashlights in my backyard and had to go investigate, which led to a long conversation. Always fun. Now, I realized I backslid on some of my posting of things. I realized I'm backlogged on. I haven't been doing enough art, so I will probably be doing a substantial amount of that in the near future. I'm going to try to do pre-recorded shows on assorted things, weather permitting, historical fencing guild shows. Weather irrelevant, Nick knows Nerf. I'm still behind. I'm at like 3 to 5, I think, sitting that I want to do. I'm just trying to get through the priorities, and that is probably my weakest thing. So I will admit my flaws before you. Hello. My apologies for that odd noise. Due to the weather, I haven't worn shorts in a long time. And the cat likes to walk by and stick his tail up my shorts. Not enough to be legally problematic, but enough to say, Mrs. Robinson, are you seducing me? You know what I mean? And I know the next thing that will happen is he will pop up over here when I'm not ready for it, and I will have cat. That's okay. So, what's going on for this week? This week I need to get some more writing on Haints and Hellfire 2, or The Book That Will Not Die. I need to work on the Poor Swordmaster's Guide. I need to work on the unfinished. Well, I have all the stuff. I have to organize it. RPG for Dust Falls Over Raven. Basically, I've been looking over my in progress piles because I love those of you who have, I've got a whip going on, and I'm trying to. I've got more whips than Jacques. Jacques the Whipper has nothing on me when it comes to work in progress whips. I tell you what. I mean, I could host Mistress Heather, have Jacques the Whipper, have a whole different kind of party, and still have whips left over. It is time for me to turn those whips into products so that I can make some money. It is time for me to finish a lot of these what I've been working on behind me and Housewives, and it's just fighting the good fight. It is just fighting the good fight, and I need to kind of up my motivation. It's just, in all honesty, current events have made it very difficult for me. I do have a request. If you have the capability to email your representative, congressman, whatever, please just write that you like our parks and libraries. Just write you don't want to lose your parks and libraries, because there is stuff that is threatening currently at the national level that I found out about a week out, because I've been kind of safely disconnecting. And I don't think anyone I know, regardless of your political beliefs, would want the park shut down, and you certainly wouldn't want your library shut down. So please, if you have the capability and courage to do so, reach out. Just say that. I'm not engaging on anything more serious. I just think that with the economy going the way it is, the poor people especially need access to certain resources like the internet to do job searches and things, books to have access to the skills that maybe they need that they haven't been able to develop. A lot of folks are new to being poor. Having reasonable access to entertainment. We have in the past mentioned the Hoopla app, which allowed you to check out comic books and graphic novels from libraries. It is gone. It may not be coming back. So please, I'm going to ask you that one. Now that I've been serious, I intend to go back to my silly self, because that's what you guys need. You need light, you need motivation, you need distraction, he said, speaking the English language. I have one other request before I get into that. I haven't heard from BKM in a while. Now, hopefully he's busy writing books, but I would really like y'all to reach out to him. That would be the fine gentleman in negative over here, because he is missed, and I haven't heard from him, and I get concerned when the world is the way it is and I don't hear from certain friends. Okay? So, with all that being said, I'm going to run an ad for the best collective of creatives I know. We're out there making more stuff to entertain you, and a group that's trying to help each other out, and I'm dang proud to be part of. So I'll be back in a minute and a half. We'll do that, and we'll do that, because apparently it does not want to go silent. Yes. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Several apps that should not be giving me updates like they're important are suddenly giving me updates like they're important. Let's go. So, okay, you guys are having fun? Maybe. Alrighty, first through the door is Trelena. Good morning, all. Good morning, Trey. I loathe that I'm not a wealthy man, so that I can't be like, I'm taking care of you and taking care of you and taking care of you. Anyway, hi, Trey. Hi, Donna. Hey, everyone. We got greetings and the back greetings, and Arnett is acting up, so we may be in and out. I am calling the company here in a few minutes. As somebody who is the king of technical difficulties, a living embodiment of the Nick field, which I need to express to some of you who haven't met me in person or spent time. The Nick field is not solely an electronics phenomenon. I was speaking to my wife Saturday. I walked into the bathroom to speak to my wife while she was washing her face and whatever. The shower curtain yet again decided to descend upon my noggin. It doesn't do that for anybody else. It doesn't do it by itself. It loves me. So, where did you go? These things happen. I will never hold it against you. Now, I do need, which reminds me, let me double check my schedule. But barring situation, I should be on that tea house thing of theses, because he's been hounding to get me there, and I am going to get there talking. I don't know, because I'm not usually a Chinese guy. I mean, I've played Chinese, but I've also played Russian games and Spanish games and Israeli games. So we're going to see. It will be a very interesting discussion. And give them heck, Foxy. Usually I don't have to. They are nice, and people fix when they know about them. I've heard from a little bird call. Okay, Mr. Lucas. Anyway, usually when we have issues, it's Walmart's fault. No, that Trelena's been getting more and more practice at the joy of giving rude callers heck. And it delights me, because I am a kind person at heart. I am not a nice person, which confuses people, but I am a kind person. That means I'll kind of tell you where you can know. Anyway, greetings. And hi, Uncle Carl. How are you? Walmart side. Don't get me started. Walmart got a lot easier to deal with when I realized for a very small fee, I can have them deliver all my stuff to the doorway. It takes them 3 hours or so to do it, but it means I don't have to. Anyway, hey, Foxy. And we got greetings. And Donna's asking Carl about Walmart, and they started this self-checkout insanity. Tell me again how trickle-down works for more jobs. Well, you see, Herr Musk is going to use his robot army of servants to help make the people's lives better. And it will be magnificent, because, he loves bots, little bots, and spy bots, and male bots, and female bots. He loves bots. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's a joke I did not see coming. And just like Zeppelins. Anyhow, that was a gift for a few of you. That was a gift for a few of you truly wrong and terrible people. And that's not politics, because he's not an elected official. I don't know what he was, but no, I didn't vote for him. Woot! And anyway, accountability. Looking to start the audio version of D.B. Cooper while Donna is out today. Oh, my. Now, let's see. Gentlemen, we drive Teslas and we headsets. Anyone else has electric cars? But we don't drive our own Cybertrucks because they fall apart. Shh, don't tell anyone. Anyway. Sorry. Must have some kraut stuck in my throat again. Anyway. Oh, man. I have a sudden craving for one of the Sam's Club $1.88 meal combos, which is a lovely all-beef Nathan's hot dog sausage thing with I put sauerkraut on mine. I don't know why. I'm just craving it. Anyway, good sauerkraut. And let's see. That's one way of making sure JC shows up today. Yet, if you want the plumber to show up, you have to be too busy for them. That's how you use the system. You are learning. I also want to express something. If you have noticed that the rules that apply to the Appalachian Mountains are echoed on many indigenous reservations throughout our country. Well, saying throughout our country doesn't quite fit with the technical status of a reservation, but you know what I mean. Saw a lovely video about a gentleman who married an indigenous wife and found out about things that, pale types like me don't necessarily get trained about. And the list is really familiar about don't whistle. If you saw something, no, you didn't. It's almost like it's not contained. And I'm wondering if at any point was it contained or were we fooled? And yes, Brian Rodman, wrong Rodman. Because now I'm envisioning Brian Rodman with like dyed dreadlocks. Sorry. Brian Rodman shared something about cryptids. And I was compelled to advertise this program. I do not know why, because my friends, just like this is not the green room, I do need to once again remind you. Also, I'm not a cryptid. While I'm an ally to cryptids, I am just merely a plain, simple, everyday, normal man who is not engaging in any type of metaphysical applications. There has been no allegations of sorcery turned against me, and I certainly am not anything nearly that interesting. So please remember, while I am here to amuse, I am not a cryptid. And whoo! Sorry. Where are we? Comment dump hit me. You know what? I'm going to run an ad while I figure this out. Whose ad shall I run? Wheel of ads, turn. Which is the lesson we should learn? My friend Z apparently is back teaching belly dance. And that delights me on a level I cannot tell you, because I'm so glad to see that kind of fire reignited. I can't remember if I sent this to Trey, so I have to send that to Trey again. If it's a repeat, I apologize. Anyway, it just fits with our current conversation. Now, where was I? I was looking. I was going to scroll through, but the Sisters of the Hook ad is so good. I also have to apologize to Robin Yoda. I got messages saying, "Hey, your stuff is starting." One while I was in the middle of a Walmart run, and there was another stream where I got it while I was driving, and I'm like, I can't. I'm like, okay, I will respond to it, and thus totally forgot. So I apologize. What I don't want to apologize for is asking you guys to take a second. Take a second, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't know what Northern Boomhauer sounds like, but he takes over my vocal cords every once in a while. You know, with the thing, you know. But yep. Anyway, woo! Oh, hi, Dusty. Okay, yeah. You know what? Here, let's just save some time. Oh, God, cat. I know you're a 20-plus pound cat, but the plus is starting to get plus. And you're not fat. You're just a freaking beast. I love you. Okay, now, if I let you love on me now, will you not come tap dance across my keyboard? But, yes, sing me the song of your people. Okay. Oh, raspberry. Were you a redhead in a past life? I'm just wondering, Kat. Anyway, that's a story for not this time. We're just going to stop whatever I was talking about because, boom, hi. Yes, and let's see, that called net guy. He said he'd stop by and check things out for us. Started last night, but we didn't want to call him at midnight. That makes sense. After midnight, they turn into things. Oh, okay. Isn't that true? Most service people, Carl, they don't show up until you're busy. Works like that over here. Yeah. You see, that's why Trey hasn't had to go do active out of the home construction work in a while. It's not that she doesn't have a contract or something. It's that so many people are so stressed out that they're not busy at home. They're just kind of sitting there. And being interrupted really wouldn't be that different or inconvenient. So, you know, they don't have to get anywhere in a hurry because they don't care. Guys, only you can save construction jobs. Remember to care that you need to get somewhere in a hurry. Because right now, the Indiana state flower is, you know, threatened by assorted cuts. And only you can preserve the wonder of the ecology that does not only include the beautiful Indiana state flower, which is, of course, a traffic cone, as all of us know, but adjacent species that are vital to not just the state, but the whole nation. Where would Schneider Trucking get their trucks if they can't hatch them from Schneider eggs? I mean, without being able to hatch those beautiful barrels into Schneider trucks, we'll be stuck with Penske loaners. And no one wants Penske loaners. Now, are you guys just, oh, God, there we go. Let's see. No, you can't. Ha. The off button isn't You think it isn't where it was on the old one. I saw what you just tried to do. You tried to headbutt the off button, but that's not where it is. Ha ha, I say. Morning, son. Yes, morning to you too, Dusty. I love you too. Doesn't he look like a very content Godzilla from certain expressions? I've noticed this. Uh, they overcharged us again. They took us off one plan, put us on another plan, then charged us last month for both. Oh, my Lord. that it happens. Hello. Don Dulas says morning and hello, Dawn. Dawn is, of course, the masterful mind behind her fanciful felines, where they are, Buddy and Georgette, and und und the Indie 411, where you can find out what's going on. Gesundheit, Gesundheit, Gesundheit. Anyway, I was sneezy, although that's not the dwarf I usually associate with. You guys can try to decide that amongst yourselves. The proper answer is red, but that's a whole different thing. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, I see somebody in the chat. All righty. We are almost okay. Yes, sir. Yes, I love you. Yes, but I need to breathe. Thank you. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Keep that wheel rolling. Doom scroll. It doesn't feel natural to scroll up. Okay. And we've got almost. There we go. And everybody's happy to see Dawn. And Foxy had an oopsie. Hi, Dawn. Well, I know what series I'm going to be watching again in the near future. Here comes Nick. Yes, here he is, providing your edutainment and distraction with furry cats and shenanigans. Okay. They say you take on the traits of the 5 people you spend the most time around. I have 4 cats and Xander. Well, okay, you want to go? Go get it. Find out what it is. What's he doing? He's just feeding the chickens. He's just opening the bag. I know what he's doing. Anyway. Hello, all. Hello. Or hello. You rang. Oh, sounds like my dad. Dad's not quite that deep. He's close, though. Hey, Don and Grant. Hey, Grant. No special greeting? I must be getting lazy. Back to work, boy. Those comics won't draw themselves. How are people going to know if Grendel's mom still has it going on? I've really, and it's sad because I have considered doing fan art of your book and just drawing Grendel's mom as you depict her mostly, like my style of your depiction of Grendel's mom, in all the roles of like the hot girl Angelina Jolie movies, because Angelina Jolie played Grendel's mom in the Beowulf movie with the really weird CGI overlay effect. So now it's like just seeing Grant Lankard's version of Grendel's mom as Tomb Raider. You know what I mean? My mind does things. It's a strange place. I think I'm distracted by trying to figure out something to have for breakfast. Oh, buddy, you are in the right category because I got a whopping 2 hours of sleep before this, but I got 10 and a half yesterday, so it balances out to being very close to my usual 6 hours if you spread it, because you can do that with sleep, right? I ate a lot yesterday. I don't need calories today. Wow. Jeez. I didn't realize that Trelena's innate element is ice. I did not, but it's either ice or she's got that Queen Mab of Air and Darkness vibe going, because the look that just, and it wasn't even a full on like the Viv stare that Carl froze, which is terrifying. She like did the over the glasses like Superman peak thing, but it was just like, okay, thou shalt not make thine jokes, Frau. She's got an anti-tank rifle. Anyway, accountability. Finished Donna's beret. Raspberry beret. The kind you can't find at the second-hand store. Anyway, and started Frog Wizard. It just occurred to me how good a band name Frog Wizard is. And I know it says Wizard Frog, but I am disc. I'm just disc. Like, you can put a verb in there, and it probably applies. And nice try. Morning, Sarah, my dark companion. I say that because my insomniac nights have been blessed a bit by long and thoughtful. I believe she called it verbal vomit or emotional vomit. So, what's really bothering you? Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Also known as a Tuesday, you know? But no, they've been a blessing, and I've truly enjoyed them, to the point where when I'm up late night, I fire off a, so, am I the only one up late night tonight? To see. That's quite nice. However, you need to get more sleep, dear. And yes, this is once again the pot calling the kettle black. I understand this. I know me telling people you need sleep is one of the greatest forms of hypocrisy on the planet, and I accept that. Hey, Grant, says Donna. Hey, Sarah. And hi, Stuart. Yeah, see, they love Stuart. And hey, Kitty and Sarah. And we got greetings, and we got greetings, and we got greetings, and accountability. Lots of appointments. Going to keep an eye on me though this week. Good. Did that mean someone was listening and looked at where the camera of their life is actually pointed? Without naming names, there was a discussion on how someone with a forehead that tall can get a red hat to go over it. Moving on. I'm not naming whom. Hello, Thesis and Sarah. Stuart. And Sarah's naming everyone else and myself, and uses the squeegee of knowledge to boot the like button. Oh God. Stewie. Oh. Anyway, don't forget to like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed, right? Hey. Hi. How you doing, Donna? I know I should be pervy and all, but it's just so nice hearing from you guys and seeing the chat so active. It delights me. Oh no, I'm so disappointed that we see a cat. Cuteness overload. I didn't see. Trey got to see it. Y'all didn't see it. He waited till the exact second the show went, love me. God. What's scary, Stuart weighs like 2/3 to half what Dusty weighs. It's kind of scary. LL Grant, he cares not. The Blaster and Stewie from Family Guy come to mind in great ways. Yes. Stewie's off to charge his blaster. Yes. And now he's jumped off. Sings just another manic Monday. Ooh. I got to help Mandy find the creator of the song, and I forgot her name. But she's like, I have that song stuck in my head. I'm like, okay, what song do you have stuck in my head? I'll play it. She's like, I do. She's like, and she hums. She's like a river. I'm like, okay, I know who it is. And I proceeded to go, I do like that song. That's a good song. Not one of those deep songs, but it's a very nice, slow, relatively slow, kind of driving, motivational song. So I looked into more of her music and I'm like, oh no, I have someone else I have to follow because, oh dear. Not a slightly breathy tenor woman. No, don't threaten me with a slightly breathy tenor woman. That would be terrible. Who has the energy of someone, who not only supports, but, would have tea with Rhea Ripley. That rings true, right? Emphasis on manic part with everything that has to be squared away. Oh! That was supposed to be an ass scream, and my brain took it as an entirely different sound for a moment, and I apologize. But I'm not sorry, and yes, it is possible. Oh no, that's not good. Joe Buckman is teleported in, drops a like, stumbles over the chair, and goes back to working on change orders. If you hoard quarters, he will find you because he's working on change orders. If they can make a action movie about a guy called The Accountant, I can make references like that. And you know what else has a surprising amount of action in it?
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on ndcd.org.
You ever have a sudden pressure change where the front comes through and you get trapped in the... You feel the world go... Oh my... Nick.exe is failing to load programs. Anyway, where were we? I'm being useful. No, I'm not. Good morning, folks. Hey, Joe. How you doing? Feeling fat and sassy? You wanna? Anyway, hey, Joe. It's that Joe guy. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Foxy drops lie while the net is not working. Well, so I assume you're dropping a like while the net is working, but you know what? If you need to whisper a lie or two to get through the day, I didn't see anything. I don't know anything. Heck, you weren't even there. I know several people who will give you an alibi right now to where that you were in Indiana visiting friends. LOL, we have the Witzman dude and that Joe guy. Nick needed an adult for a moment there. I often need an adult. I understand I'm an adult, but sometimes I need an adultier adult. But I'm always worried that fate, instead of making the joke about, how most of my problems could be solved with the gentle application of a French maid to my life, I'd end up with Sebastian going, it's time to get up. Well, there are worse things. Anyway, LOL, Cattail of Doom, yes. And Own 3D is telling me that Really 540 is now following. Rock on! And Really 540 is trying to get me to give them money. That is a desk that was donated that I can't find the parts for. Okay. This is my hair from above. Oh, dear Lord, there's a shiny spot there, isn't there? Okay, that's just the glitz. It's not actually bald. Thank heaven. That scared me. Do I look like I have money? See, there's this fella by the name of Elon, and he has all the monies, and if the bots wants the monies, go bug him. Georgette does that with her tail. Indeed. I typically email mine. Oh, and Botrick's official. If you want to find other great creators, go to indiecd.org. See if you can find the secret site Joe coded into there. You just have to be able to unlock the test question. Yes, Joe, I know I wasn't supposed to tell them that exists, but it'll be funny. Like, in my defense, it's funny. Because, you listen to how Joe got into programming and the sites he was on. If Joe gets bored for too long, it's a bad thing. Trey can account to this. A bored Joe is a dangerous entity. I can account to this because he starts looking. I don't know who gave him access to my karmic ATM balance. I don't know how he found that out. I only know a couple people who know how to access that thing. And my Trey, suddenly you're getting very quiet. Anyway. But that man, he gets bored. And then he fixes things. And I go, but I cannot pay you back for the good you've done me. And he goes, why? No, don't you now suffer. Anyway, I typically email mine several times a day. I'm sure they hate me by now, but I will add that to-do list. Okay. Hey, Dawn. Greetings. Accountability. Super busy week with appointments and a couple fun events thrown in, so moderation and balance. Yes, speaking of fun events, I've heard that a certain toy store near you is getting another truckload of things. I can't know that. So, to keep my mind off of that, let's run an ad. I don't do strange things behind the one in the middle is blocked at all. No, that would be immature and bizarre. Oh, okay. That was an odd situation. Felt something in my pocket. I'm like, what's in his pocket, sis? That's not a fair riddle. Anyway. Okay. Himani jumps on the printer, chasing a shadow on the wall. Did you see it? No, I'm sorry. I just nuked top 5 that one. We will take it easy, sort of, on you, Dawn. I'm going to have a real ticked off Little Miss tomorrow. I'm going to need a little bit of explanation on that one. That time. Ahoy, mateys! Yar! Remember, if all software is not owned, it can't by law be pirated. Anyway, if I don't own it, you can't steal it. Anyhow, there will be an episode of Grant Draws tonight. What is Grant drawing? Hey, Dave. Yeah, it's always good to see Dave. How is life in Houston? I will tell you guys this. I have been to Houston. It's a heck of a city. It's been a long time. But the single best steak I've ever had was bought at a Walmart in Houston. And my mom, in the trailer we were pulling, fried it up, cooked it up right there. Sear both sides, put it in the oven, pull it out when it is squeezably medium to medium well. Oh, yeah. Little salt, little pepper. Nothing else. It's a steak. I love barbecue sauce. I revel in barbecue sauce. When you are having barbecue, it is delightful. But a steak is a steak is a steak. And that made me want cookies. I want cookies too. Yep, off to the dock for her. Oh, okay. Just the yearly stuff. Good. Hi, Dave. Cat was nipping my hand when you came in. But first, the pirate needs his coffee. Yarr. I need to know what you are pirating, and is there any way I could be of assistance? Man, I start looking real chaotic good on some of these mornings. Morning, Carl, and Lamau with the voice about the robots. I love that greatness, the robots, and the cars that will totally drive you where we tell them to, and if necessary, lock you in and explode. Hey, Dave, and morning, Trey. And good morning, Dan Hollifield. And morning, Dan and Dave. And excellent, Grant. I'm subscribed, so I know the reminder will go off. Yes. Hey, Dan. Okay, I almost accidentally reflexively blocked you, Dave, and I will explain why. Houston Cougars are going to the NCAA championship tonight. And at a glance, I just saw Cougars are going, because all I could, years of being online, it's, hot Cougars are in your area, Like, dear Lord, I do not need another mountain lion in my life. Then again, you're not technically wrong about the cougar in the other class. One of my best and favorite people is a self-described cougar, and she ain't wrong. That's nice, Dave. And I walk in, and Nick is warning people about Appalachia. I'm warning them about the horrible truth that everywhere is a little bit Appalachia if you get in the woods and you're stupid. May the blessings of St. Fafo pass you over. I thought he was a witch doctor who fences. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ching, chang, wada, wada, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ching, chang, wada, wada, bing, bang. Seems good timing. But was he wrong, Dan? Well, Dusty! I swear, Joey has this thing with the ads he makes. Thank goodness my head's screwed on. I am working on plotting out a video project because I made a dumb mistake saying I had said something, and the people, those people who hear it will say, "You're right, I need to work on that." And I will have to deal with something awesome that I didn't ask for, like, no. To which Joey looked at me, he goes, "But Nick, I am those people." It's like, anyway, well, gotta mute the show for the time being, and probably have to catch up on the rerun, but you guys help get these things done and make it great for internet patient portal communication. Well then, my dear goth goddess who rises up from her crypt somewhere in the wilds of Illinois, flees through the hall of clocks, each chiming out a different piece of eternity as she tries to escape to the fairer lands to the east. We await you, dear lady, we await you. And now, the weather.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
And later, Sarah. And Trey says, Robin Yoda had some great streams over this weekend. She's so nice in explaining the game, which I had no knowledge of. She is a fabulous person who has been through a lot. And I am so glad that she is at a point where she's getting pieces of herself back. And I don't know how many of you know what I mean by that, but I figure a great many of you do. Cat love. And hello later, Sarah. And laughing too hard at Dusty to be able to type, indeed. Dusty is in full flop XD. Yep, he was having fun. I need a Munsey Clan stress cat. Munsey? Well, but I know it's occasional, but isn't there something where you find out about that?
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey.
More chair!
Cap, and you can play it too.
Rip and tear, we need more chair. Okay, sorry. Hello, Doom Guy. How are you doing? Anyhow. Let's see, where are we now? We're going level 5 this month. Ooh, level 5 is when you start to unlock the good spells like Fireball. And yes, you need to be level 5 to unlock a level 3 spell. So many levels, no explanations. Gygax! Okay, they can help, Dave. Like when your clan is getting behind. Glad that our goals are so low. Lowered expectations. Lowered expectations, number 246. Nick, I'm not supposed to be making this video. So, yeah, have a nice day. That was Lowered Expectations, number 246. Lowered Expectations. Okay, moving on. I'm sorry I'm so low energy today. We're going level 5. We've discussed that. Still better than Swift Trucks! Wow, she just vanished. Fear the Swift Trucks. My wife, when she was my beautiful, beautiful wife, Amanda Tockert, whom I love. That angel had to deal not only with Swift Trucks, but she had to deal with Swift truck drivers in borrowed Penske trucks. They're out there on the roads. And there's nothing we can do about it. Aha. We are working in the lab. Oh, morning, Xander. Morning, Xander. 1 second. People are saying, good morning, Xander. Hi. He says hi. That's the other thing we did this weekend. what is it? The Beast. We watched The Beast of Haunted Cave. Great old film. Good morning, everyone. I hope that everyone had an enjoyable weekend and your week is off to a good start. Dusty! Yep, there's a lot of dust going on. And wow, I'm way behind. Level 5 means you can take a day off or slow down. Can or can't. And more mornings and Dawn's babies and Chris. And we've got a whole lot of greetings for Chris. And greetings in Rawhide. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Keep them doggies rollin'. Rawhide. Squee! In so many ways. Morning, buddies. Good morning, my dear Robin Yoda. Vision of Beauty in the West. How are you doing? Fine, wonderful lady. And Robin. Everyone having a good day so far? You know, the 2-hour nap that I had in place of sleep because it was one of those days actually really was beneficial. First time I didn't have nightmares in a while. Well, not real nightmares. They were weird, but not bad. Not too bad, other than net being spotty. Hey, Robin. Hey, Thesis. Did you come in earlier? I honestly don't know if I greeted you. You should, because I'm going to be on your show this weekend. I just have to remember what time I have to be there, translated to my time from Mountain Time. I recently learned that our modern interpretation of Beowulf lacks the nuance and context because some Saxon words we can't translate. You are right. You are indeed correct. And I believe the greatest translation of Beowulf that has been invented was actually by a website called Shrinklets. In which the telling of the entire epic tale of Beowulf may be done to that. Beowulf's tastes were very plainish for breakfast, a couple Danish. Oh, Grendel's tastes were very plainish for breakfast, a couple Danish. Yeah, I need to find that. I used to have it memorized as part of some things I did in college. But if you look up Shrinklets Beowulf, it is truly enjoyable. Yes, says Sarah. My best friend and I call needing to get each other off our chests emotional vomiting. It is necessary and helpful. Yes, and I rarely engage in it, usually because, unfortunately, most of the people I care about understand enough of my situations that upset me that I feel like I'm whining. And dear Lord, why would I? If I can't do anything about it, I shouldn't whine. I'm a mess. I don't know. But no, honestly, Sarah, it has been delightful. And I'm really looking forward to the near future when I can host practices. I have a delightful young lady whom I want to be able to teach to fence. I have actually a couple who I'll be able to be of use to shortly after I'm this close to having my forge going. We've had burn bans and weirdness, but we shall see what we shall see. Ooh. And getting some things knocked out while being able to listen and get more on the ball, rolling on the patient portal without having to mute for calling. Awesome. If I had a wizard name, what would it be? Probably not Tim. Wizard name. Have I ever had a wizard name? I've had several names. Some are adjacent to that sort of community. Oh, wait. I played a wizard named Sardonis. But he... and Sparky. I played another wizard named Sparky Broomstaff. Poor guy. And those are actual wizards. Have to think. And yeah, letting it rip is cathartic, and I am in need of catharsis. But let's see. What makes you think I don't have a wizard name? See, do you mean a wizard name or a summoning name? Because I've had a lot of nicknames, but I don't really have a true summoning name. I'm not even sure. My name is on loan to me from my granddad anyway. I don't get my own name. I get to maintain a name of someone better than me. And it looks like ice cream? Oh, okay, Frosted Flakes. Same difference. No, that's awesome. Rasputin. No, Carl, that is your name. And every time you come back on the show, you bring a little more of the master with you. At Dan Hollifield, instead of the wizard name ending in the gray, it's ending in the stash. Reference from Willow's show last night. For all those who are lost in this comment, thank you. It works. Dave, the dungeon master. No. Dave is a barbarian who turns into a hamster. Anyway, Hobo Squattentotten. At least I think so. I don't know. Again, I said during her last night, I can't even know that I'm going to say most of the time. Mavic Monday. Do you feel bonita? Because I feel bonita. I do not feel terribly bonita right now. I'll be honest. In fact, it is incredibly rare for me to feel bonita. But I applaud and encourage those who get to. Never thought about my wizard name. Let me think about it. Not unless you ask politely. LOL. Faye Trixie politeness work? I have learned, no matter what group of people I'm around, I will always have a certain set of character classes. One of them will always be the slightly vampiric, possibly succubus in the best meaning of the word, gothy woman with a bit more wisdom than perhaps she should have. A very potent witchy woman. Now, sometimes these two are the same person and they're just kind of personality shifts. The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this cat. I'm sorry, but
he doesn't usually go for people's food, so I'm confused.
The look. I'm sorry. I couldn't. Hobo just went, and I'm like,
you know what? That's fine. He was very polite about it. Like,
so apparently, with politeness does work. Now, I'll let you get back to your breakfast situation. I just
okay. Apparently, it's Frosted Flakes and tuna that he's into when it comes to people food, but like not at the same time because weird. But
not Frosted Flakes, but I think you could do one of those tuna casseroles and have like the crunchy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a way with that. There's something there. Oh, by the way, never mix kettle corn and cinnamon toast crunch.
Why not?
Because when you do, you eat an entire box of cinnamon toast crunch and way too much kettle corn when you're watching.
I was going to say that sounds delicious.
I'm in trouble. I did one of those for Mandy. Are you hanging out, or do you need me to back you out?
I gotta go back. I'm gonna leave in a few.
Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
No, it's fine. That was hilarious. I was confused.
Bye, babe. Okay, now whoop. Wow. Oops. That was interesting. I'm sorry about that. I slipped for a second there. Alrighty. With me, politeness does work. Actually, broadcasting that there could be a secret page. Could damage the site. LOL. We all know my existence damages the site. Oh my gosh, I'm ruffling with the voice you're using, Elon. Any other topic? I'm rolling in person. I'll literally be laughing in the grass floor. Oh, my dear. I don't see now. Trey is really enjoying herself because she knows at some point I will have an audience where I can feed my own nature. Just enjoy. There's going to be a feedback loop of hilarity. It will be grand. And yes. What's worse is these are related to some jokes to a anime series that was abridged and mocked, and they accidentally made it better than the original. I will send you YouTube links. You are welcome. Bored Joe means more serotonin must be found. Also, we need to get your own Twitch channel and kick when the saves are great. I am aware of this. And turns up the volume for dramatic effect. Serotonin must be found and shenanigans abound. I had to rhyme for a second, apparently. Well, it's profound. Anyway, dropping a thanks to everyone who came to my streams this weekend. I had a great time. I really hope it was a good experience for you. I am so jealous that I couldn't make it due to just the worky things I was doing at the lovely times I finally got your notice. And that's not from you, finally. It's that I get messages and things whenever my phone inclines to give them to me, sometimes promptly, sometimes a couple hours later. And Trey loved it. Double digits, 10 likes for MTF this morning. Let's go. Is Chris doing a happy dance? Happy dance. Dance, dance. Dance, magic dance. Hey, Chris, Robin, Dave, if I missed anyone, yep. A1 steak sauce. Rarely, perhaps. But I still think a properly made steak's own juices transcend the need for any sauce. Drool, steak, must add garlic. Garlic. That voice. Oh my God. Lemafal. I must add A1 to everything. I found that Frank's Red Hot makes a powdered spice version, which is very hard to find. So far, I've only seen it at Save-A-Lot. But, my God, when you're ready to kick it up a notch. Not sponsored, but think about it. Hi, Sarah, and everyone else. And let's see, Sarah's laughing. The Zooms are real this morning. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay. Inigo had Zooms earlier. Now it's nap time. The Zooms of Inigo, man. I wouldn't be any help lessening them for you. I could use some Zooms right now. Anyway, I'm happy for Nick. I appreciate that. The show and everyone watching it with 10 likes. Don, happy dance? No, the show gets 50 likes. I might happy dance. Y'all, look. We're sitting at 14 viewers right now. Hi, I love you, especially my eye people from parts unknown. Feel free to chime in the chat or message later. We do love you. Now, 16 of you, rock on. I love all of you. Feel free to like, and we want to try to get up to 50 likes so that we can make Chris Walker do a happy dance. And then we will record it and turn it into a little clip that's been edited, probably problematically, of him doing his happy dance. Dance, dance, dancing. Happy pants. Space pants. Anyway. Was that actually Lady Gaga and the guy from or were they impersonating Lady Gaga? Because it's totally possible for for Lady Gaga. Speak no ill on her name. And anybody who doesn't, well, we'll see. Lady Gaga, she is a good friend of Tony Bennett. And you see, as a member of a certain community, I am respectful of the services Mr. Bennett has given to us all. Therefore, I may be inclined to disincline your kneecaps from their resting position should anything happen or be besmirched on the lane of the lovely Lady Gaga. Dance away, Chris. Freshly brewed. Never mind the Furthermore coffee and Kalachkas are ready. I'd explain the game, but you lost it. Wrong! The original game did actually get closed down when the Prime Minister of England closed it down. What's going on now is just a petty power grab by wannabes. Mwaha, they can't have it. But Johnny, it's great to hear from you. Put the links into your stuff. I no longer comment on the site named X because of reasons with AI and stuff, but I still watch. And I do pay attention because you are one of the most talented, amazing artists and creative minds I've ever known. I used to say, if I get rich, I'm just going to come down, scoop you up, and bring you up here. Now, if I get rich, I might come down, scoop me up, and bring Co down there for a while. Although I still have to prove to you that cold isn't a hoax. I'm sorry. Just distracted by the title of Nita's show popping up as a reminder. Stop showing me your boob. Yeah, who's in my room right now looking? Hi, it's time for an ad. Like right now.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
I was a long-haired leaping gnome who got isekai'd to my own life, but with a harem in the apocalypse. Wow. Hi. My beloved friend Sarah just managed to short circuit large parts of my brain because I knew that show was going on and I actually planned to end this one early. If you need to go over and watch that topic, please do. I won't blame you, but I love that you're here. And we did lose 3 people when you mentioned that, and I don't blame any of them a bit. Sure. Daphne and Nita left their name out. I have to fight. There are 3 people in my circle I have to fight really hard not to be starstruck around. Dan Hollifield, because I've been a fan of that filling as, a complete lurker since the 90s. I was there at the founding of, But Daphne Lage, I think she's in my volume of the National Journal for Anthropology? National Journal for Anthropomorphics. Anyway, more chair. We need more chair in our life. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Johnny. And Sarah says, good Lord, I'm hyper AF. I went to bed closer to daywalker time last night. That's weird here. You got sleep, my dear. I am proud of you. You need to know how to get folks excited, along with great conversation. She does. Hey, Johnny, need to drop a potions of plenty for Carl. And hey, Johnny, and so that's what it is. Someone's low on energy, so I gained it, possibly. Sure. Swift, see where I failed trucking. Yes. W Furry abounds. Hello, train. Thanks, Dave. Cat wanted both my hands for much of the show. I'm quiet today. Sarah says, hi, Xander. Actually, she says, "Hi, Xander." I know you said hi back. I just wanted to express it properly because she's really excited. He's going to be great to spend time around. BKM and Cookie are talking about my next visit. Freaking vacate from everything around here. Let me know. And hug those wonderful people. I never hear from them. Not sure when yet, but I'm working on it. Not going to lie. I get nervous when I see a Swift Semi trade. Yes, their reputation precedes them, follows them for good reason. Because of carnage. It surely does. Chris, we have a training program for them. Just try being very near one of them that says student driver. Everyone lets them through a 4-way stop before anyone proceeds. Yes. Hello, that's funny and good, Donna. Just be glad you don't have Savage trucks. The trucks that I see most around here are Strasburg Trucking, because they have a base in lovely Earl Park. And they're actually very courteous drivers, so I don't complain about that. It's the Swift and the Penske trucks that I watch for. I like Schneider, though. They're orange. And they're part of our natural ecology. Hey, Chris. Hello, Johnny. They earned their name. Yes, more ways than one. If you want great impression of Beowulf, try Ratlinger's comic about Beowulf. It's great. I grab Frosted Flakes because they're more than good. Frosted Flakes are sorcery, and they are beautiful. It's probably my favorite cereal. See, that's good to know. Although Frosted Flakes are an immediate experience. Like, the milk hits, and you have to go. Because Clark Griswold has not coated and sealed the flake with a semi-permeable food varnish. Wow, how do I remember that much of that spiel, but I can't remember what I'm doing? You know, I have strawberry Frosted Flakes. They are okay.
You have strawberry?
No, Dawn does. I read what she said.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You have marshmallow mateys, though.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're honey buzzers. Yeah. I got claw legs, so it's cat lunchtime. Okay, Carl. My kilt is shipped. No delivery date yet. Sorry, ladies. And the hilarity is going to be epic. A disclaimer for whenever we... Yes. Oh, dear. I'm going to warn you, with people I resonate with, I am something of a massively deranged hugger, which is weird because most of my time I'm like, nice to meet you too. Oh, wait. You only look like a people. No. Team 4-star? Yes. Blessed is Team 4-star. They're also why I can't hear Come Sail Away by Styx without laughing hysterically, because I just hear Yugi yelling, "It's Styx, Bakura! Styx! Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away for me." Yep, Robin, and Spicy and myself. Immense pain. So far, warning is welcome in person. It is very rare that I do spicy because I love the taste. My system hates it dearly. A lizard wizard walked into the bar and orders a drink. What does he order? Vodka gimlet. Nice choice. Oh, my room. Lizard wizard. Oh, my. I need a second cup of coffee. Ooh. Someone needs to have that wizard name. I had a vampire character named Ruby Lotus. Think about... See, I find myself wondering, Toreador? Toreador? Anyway, I understand that. Yesterday and today, I have extreme leg cramping. It won't. Well, I'm sorry. Oh, I have a no. No, what's this? Town tea time. Laters. May the farce be with you, Trey. Hit me back when you have more. I want all the tea. I don't need to know who these people are. You know I love good gossip. So I'll hear from you later. And where are we? Sorry. Okay, there we are. In Vampire the Masquerade RPG among friends. Ah! I'm wondering seriously what clan you played. Because I semi-seriously played Ventru because of Ventru. And then I play one of my favorite characters of all time actually started as a Malkavian, which should surprise no one. Ow, Foxy! Understatement, that's sure. Yes, it's not been fun, but at least after the show, I will get more news about the sore on my ear, which is not cancer, for anyone who missed it. We are so happy. Yay! No bueno with that kind of pain. Ice help? I second Robin. Ice hurts her, yes. Pretty sure I've been trying everything. I'm sorry. Doctor's orders before any and all chat suggestions, of course. Indeed. Sometimes resting is all you can do. I want not to push myself. Is CBD lotion illegal where you are? Sometimes, mostly. I have an official movie posters for Xander, so you should be looking forward to that. Ooh, I suspect I know. That's so cool. Oh. I could get it if I could afford it, Robin. Utah charges crazy prices. I wonder if it's shippable. And I know for my nerve pain, the bootleg, what is it, Voltaren, you can get the generic that is very helpful. For those who want a full version of the song from Foxy's ad, you can go here and listen to it. I was just watching Death Race with Jason Statham not long ago. Reminds me of doing that with semis, giving me ideas. Great plug, brother. I love it. Foxy, you can message me because I get reasonable price lotions and would totally. You are amazing, Robin. You really are. Just utterly amazing. We need a Super Cat movie. Superman has a Crypto the dog. What would he name? Would he give the cat? It would be something silly like Fluffy or like Cornbread. Like it would be a very Kansas sounding, like Superman would not name his cat. Clark would, and he would love that cat more than anything on earth because he's a derp. You know what I mean? And it would definitely be an orange cat. Soups would definitely have an orange cat. Streaky is the official name of Super Cat. Oh, you're so sweet, Robin. Oh, she is. Yeah, now I need to get Xander strawberries. Sounds like he get his hopes up. They're great. Unlike Grinch, and that boy will do a lot for a watermelon. Strawberries. Everybody good on the Get Xander Everything drive. Yes. Me, of course, Nichols of the Deranged Hugger. Even people I don't know outside the underground clubs of the mainstream club standing out chatting with each other. Hugs and shenanigans. I love it, of course. Time for Town Tea Time. See you all later. And Catwoman's favorite song by them. Indeed. And one moment. Oh, my gosh. Sorry, you said Catwoman, and I thought of Julie Newmar, and I had to pause for a moment. Enjoy, Trey. Have a great day, Trey. Totally went Toreador there for like 20. Yes! Oh, all is right in the world. I could never be a Toreador because I would get caught. I would get cooked because I would get distracted by the beauty of the rising sun and forget that I'm not allowed to watch the full thing and get blasted. Weird. My chat and video are off. It happens sometimes. I really hate when that happens. Close enough. I played Ventru for a bit. Malkavian for sure. I know what you mean. Salaries and yes, Giovanni. Respect for Giovanni. Yes, for Xander, several. And stickers for all you guys. Oh, no. And St. Louis Cardinals leather purse for Amanda. I didn't know what to never use. Just things. Things and brain working faster than fingers. You're fine. Loader, I'm a slow typer. You nailed it with Toreador. Oh, well, you are too artistic a soul to be anything. I mean, like, you need peak drama. Streaky belonged to Supergirl. He was a black cat with white highlights in his fur. I believe so. Cartman from South Park. And I have the official Toreador symbol or on a black trench coat. I so miss those times. And Rising Sun would do you in the dawn. Superman could have a cat and just name it Cats. You know, he might just. And I have some ads that need to be ran. And we'll wind down.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda. Just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
Let's see. And in, not the green room. All right, let's see. We need. Let's see. Well, got a run appointment today. The ad. Yes, of course. It's the only ad I have. And we need to run a couple more, but I saw enough comments I wanted to stop.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
All righty. Let's see. Great show. Thank you. Got a rug later. And a great show. All right, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful time. Keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because if you do, you can edit it. But you can't edit a blank page. I do love you, and you should too. I'll be back Wednesday, and that'll be my art stream. Who knows who will hop in? And then beyond that, I'm up to other things. There may be some Nick Knows Nerf if I can get some cooperation. There may be some insanity. Till they happen. Expect me when you see me.